We will first assemble one cluster of 241 kilowatt-hour battery modules. First, turn off the circuit breaker of the high-voltage box to ensure personnel safety before wiring. Connect the total negative power cable between the high-voltage box and batteries first. Cable connectors are marked red and black with anti-reverse foolproof design. After connecting the negative terminal, connect each battery module in series starting from the negative side all the way to the positive side. Plug orange connectors into orange ports and black connectors into black ports. All terminals adopt quick plug design, which is simpler and more convenient than copper bars, greatly cutting installation time and labor costs. After all series connections are finished, attach the total positive power cable to the high voltage box and the power wiring of the battery cluster is completed. Next, connect all communication cables of the battery cluster. The cable between BMU and BCU is the most critical one. You can check the nameplate for matching connection. Connect one end of this wiring harness to the high voltage box and the other end to the COMN port of the module. Then use wiring harnesses to connect the COM out port of the previous module to the COMN port of the next module for sequential daisy chaining. At this point, the basic layout of the entire power and communication cable links is finished. Connect the power cables between battery modules and the inverter. Align the black plug of the power cable with the black port on the module and the orange plug with the orange port. On the inverter side, connect the orange terminal to BAT+ and the black terminal to BAT-. A single battery port on the Megarevo inverter can access up to 2 battery clusters, and a total of 3 module clusters are connected in this demonstration. One port is connected with 2 clusters, and the remaining port is connected with 1 cluster separately. Next, connect the independent wiring harness for the module fan. This harness can be connected to the Megarevo inverter load terminal or directly to an 180-260 volt AC mains load terminal. Taking the inverter wiring method as an example, the harness contains 3 wires. Connect the brown wire to any live load terminal phase ABC, the yellow-green ground wire to the PE terminal, and the blue-neutral wire to the N terminal. Connect the other end to the AC input port on the high voltage box. This port controls the fan switch with the upward position for power on status. Then lay the communication cable between the modules and the Megarevo inverter. Connect the terminal of the solid blue communication wire to the inverter CAN2H port and the terminal of the blue and white two-tone communication wire to the inverter's CANRL port. Attach the opposite end of the communication cable to the BAU PCS port on the high voltage box. For parallel expansion of multiple battery clusters, set the battery cluster connected to the inverter as the master unit. Insert an Ethernet cable into the CON port of the master high voltage box and plug the other end into the CO out port of the high voltage box of the module cluster to be paralleled. Daisy chain all subsequent battery clusters in the sequence of CL-out to CL-min to complete multi-cluster parallel connection. After all wiring of the 3 battery clusters is completed, carry out the power on test. Push down the manual maintenance switch on the high voltage box to close the circuit, then turn on the main start-stop button and the fan switch and wait for 1 to 2 minutes. If the green indicator light on the panel stays on steadily accompanied by the sound of relay energization, it means the wiring of battery clusters is correct, and the batteries can supply power to the inverter normally. First, close the manual maintenance switch inside the inverter, then turn on the inverter air switch. The inverter screen will light up, indicating that power from the battery is normally fed into the device. Wait for the page to finish loading, and you will see the main startup interface of the Megarevo inverter. Click the Battery tab to check all detailed device parameters. If the interface displays data such as single-cell voltage and single-cell temperature, the communication between batteries and the inverter works normally. The inverter will trigger an automatic alarm once any communication fault occurs. Next, tap the login button at the upper right corner. The login password is 6/8. After logging in, you can control the start and stop of DC, DC, and DC AC and switch between multiple operation modes. Some key parameters need to be adjusted according to project requirements, and we will inform you of specific modification standards. You may also make flexible adjustments by referring to the official Megarevo manual based on the actual working conditions at the project site.